Or you can hear him going, "You get an iToy, and you get an iToy, and you get an iToy." Or what is it? It's not the iToy anymore. It's the what is it called? It's just the camera, right? I guess.
No,
They call it something else. They don't call it the iToy.
no, it's not the iToy. I know that.
All right, you folks ready to go? Let's check. Go ahead, check.
Check.
Yeah. Yep. JJ.
Yeah. Hello. Hey.
Renee.
Yep. Check. 1, 2.
Got a little more enthusiasm.
Fuck you.
Yeah, there it is.
I can hear myself. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I heard myself too.
I don't know why. I haven't done anything different on this side. So, freaking, I think my audio card might be freaking heading out to town at some point. You all right?
Oh,
hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the hangout and come back. That's why. It's our fault.
Fair enough.
Oh, wait. I'm on. Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was my fault, not your fault for once.
Excellent. For once, she says. Very nice.
Nice delivery.
Well played. Okay. Hello, Intertubes. Here we go. Gaming After Dark. Episode 114 begins now. Gaming After Dark is brought to you by Engine at Engine.com. For all your game and guild hosting needs, it's all free and easy at Engine.com. And Doghouse Systems at DoghouseSystems.com. Purveyor of fine gaming rigs and laptops, the code After Dark will get you double the RAM. Up your game at DoghouseSystems.com. And now, here are your hosts, JJ, Renee, Rob, and Jason.
You know the
Welcome
beauty.
back. What's that?
You know the beauty of what just happened.
What's that?
As soon as you said Doghouse Systems, your dog barked.
Did you like that? That was perfect. I live in a cavern now, so any little freaking noise that happens gets picked up on the show. I apologize to our listeners. I won't call them fans. I won't be that presumptuous.
Right.
Yeah.
Listeners.
So have you told your wife when she go uses the bathroom, we all can hear the toilet flush?
Yeah, well, she knows. She
Oh,
actually
okay.
planned her day around it. Like
I said last week.
that's usually my children, who I'm not allowed by law to tape or shackle. Unfortunately,
You're in Texas, son. You can do anything you want.
that's pretty much true. But you know, I try to I obey a higher order law. Anything north of here. Yep. Welcome back, everybody. Gaming After Dark, episode 114. It's good to be back, surrounded by my friends, Mr. and Mrs. Valentine. How are you, folks?
Pretty well. Thanks for asking. A little tired, but...
Well, you are moving, walking, sleeping, eating, dancing, sitting for 3 these days. So.
Yeah.
And do you have any cravings?
No.
No cravings?
Not really. I mean, every now and then I'll want tacos, but then I'll go have tacos. It's nothing crazy, not like pickles and with cream cheese or anything crazy like that.
I get the same thing, so I don't think that taco cravings qualifies as a pregnancy craving. I think that's just a craving, yeah.
Like, hey, I want a milkshake.
Yeah.
You know, that's... I don't have anything nuts. No.
My mother, who is not a small person, who is a small person.
Uh-oh.
She's not very large at all. Ate a whole large pizza.
We've got our first caller. Freud is on line 1 for Jason.
She ate just about a whole large pizza every day when she was pregnant with me.
I can't do that. I eat 3 pieces and I'm done.
That's good. That means
and
more.
I feel like I'm gonna bust out of my
Nice.
shirt.
Should buy bigger shirts. That's
Bust out of my shirt like Hulk.
What's that? There's a couple of things going on though with that, so I'm just gonna leave it where it lies.
You do that.
So on, Mr. Valentine, how are you, buddy?
Doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. You know, just doing the my thing, just working.
I hear you. How's the weather? Getting any of that foul weather we've had lately? Those thunderstorms and whatnot?
Yeah, we got some of that. We're gonna actually be getting, I think, the rest of this week until Friday is gonna be raining. So yeah, we are getting that weather.
Cool, Rob.
Yes,
Behind
sir.
You. Behind you.
Yes. Behind me?
Based on the color of your feed today, I kind of expect to see Norman Bates with a
Oh,
nice
yes, exactly. I decided to go black and white today. I kind of like it.
Yeah,
It's like I'm in high school journalism class all over again.
Photojournalist. Were you in journalism? Were you a journalism
I
guy?
was. I was a photographer.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I
I spent many hours in the darkroom.
Sure you did.
I did. And occasionally we developed pictures there, too.
It's that old... sorry, this isn't Go Man. I can't tell the Confucius joke. I was listening to Red Fox the other day. I was listening to the Red Fox the other day, and almost friggin' drove my car off the road. So funny. So, well, you know, folks, it was turning out to be a slow news week until this morning. So,
and then the Microsoft press releases barfed all over my computer. So in defense of my own entries to the agenda today, I added this as soon as I saw it, and then apparently it blew up after that. So
yeah. So let's do this, and then let's get right into it.
Oh yeah, front the bumper.
Oh my God! It's the news.
Everybody's so excited they just want to jump right into it.
Yeah, that's right. So, well, yeah, ordinarily we don't have this much news, but not that this is really news, but it is what it is. So apparently, it's just in the rumor stages now. Are we still saying rumor?
This is all confirmed.
It is, okay. So Xbox Live is dropping the requirement to have gold in order to use things that are free on everything from your DVD player to your toaster. So
or things you pay for already.
Yes.
Like Netflix and Hulu.
Well, right, exactly. So your Netflix, your Hulu, there was something else too, I thought.
It's all the Machinima TV. Everything entertainment related is going free.
Those services are not free, but you're no longer required to have Xbox Live Gold in order to use the Xbox that you already paid for to stream those available services.
And
yeah, slow clapping.
Welcome Microsoft to
Now,
2004. No,
I wish
yeah,
I
right.
wish I could do the slow clap gif over the podcast.
Right. Exactly.
But no, I am excited.
The problem is the only one I've got. I got to get that because the only one I got is this one.
Yeah, that doesn't do it justice.
That
but
just sounds
a
like
little
static,
much.
Jason.
Yeah, a little much. Does that sound like static to you?
Now, I think that Microsoft's trying to get a little more mileage out of this Don Matrick leaving thing because he left a little while ago now, and they're saying that this change is directly linked to him leaving. So whether or not that's true, I think they're trying to pawn it off on some like, oh well, the reason it was the way it was because of Don Matrick. He screwed everything up, and so they're trying to blame him.
Well,
it may well be. It may well be, but
yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know why I pay for gold anyway, but this is one of those barriers we talked about early on to say this is kind of makes no sense to anybody. Why would you?
It doesn't cost them anything, right? I mean,
right.
It's not their service. It costs them literally nothing to allow the app to run on your Xbox or Xbox One. I mean, so it doesn't cost them anything, and I think they're finally seeing the writing on the wall that everybody else is doing this.
The money's in selling consoles, right? That's where their money is, at least the upfront money.
Well, I think that's where it was, but I don't think the consoles really even pay for themselves. At least not in the long run.
No, but they're still right.
What's that?
it's selling software. Is
Right.
where they get right.
Right. Exactly.
So one of the things they've been saying mantra-wise is now, this is about the games now. Well, really? Well, thanks.
Welcome to the
Really?
party.
Nobody wanted to be about the games, but yeah. So anyway,
We're like cleaning up after the party and sweeping up and putting away empty drink cups, and Microsoft shows up with like a cheese platter at the front door, like, hey guys.
yeah, cheese platter, but also and coming up, I want to drop the dimes and all the rest of the news, but also with like a really nice bottle of scotch.
Right.
I bet it's good cheese too.
Well, come on in, I guess.
It's good cheese, but they've already taken a bite out of it. So
But I have to say that, I mean, there's one more barrier. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a price point on there of that $4.99 that's kind of hurting me a little bit. But wait. Well. No more
Breaking-
Connect.
Breaking
Breaking news is coming in. Well, what's this? What is it? It's been confirmed that in June, Microsoft is going to be selling the Xbox without a Connect for $3.99. What?
And I think it's some bullshit because they totally could have done this back when they first started selling it,
Yes.
and I feel like they did a money grab on y'all.
yeah,
And
no,
I think it's
absolutely,
wrong.
absolutely they did.
They put an Apple. They put an Apple on this one, I think.
I don't know. I'm not really defending Apple because.
Well, no, when I say Apple, you remember when they put the iPhone out, and then like 3 months later they came out for a new one, or the price dropped, and then people.
Oh
were like,
yeah. But this, I mean, their stuff's expensive no matter what, and it just is, and it comes out all the time. But they don't tend to tack on additional stuff and just to justify that price increase. So
Right.
So yeah, well, their stuff's too expensive anyway. You know, it really felt all along like Microsoft was shackling the Kinect to the Xbox and saying, well, this is how everyone's going to do everything. And I mean, I had mine on for 2 weeks and I shut it off. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was messing up my games. It was logging people out in the middle of a game. I couldn't. It's ridiculous. The software for it is not ready.
I will.
Go ahead, Jason.
I really believe this has been poor management. I think I agree with them. I think it was Matrick. I really do. Think about the crap he was saying at E3, right? I mean, this makes a whole lot of sense. That all these barriers and all this extra crap existed because it was his vision, which tells you something about the people who freaking put people in place at Microsoft sometimes, that they put the wrong guy in place.
I will say, had they had this package, if that's what we want to call it, back in November, I think we would have both systems sitting in our house right now.
Well,
We probably would have, because we had two PS4s and then we just got rid of one of them.
Yep.
We probably would have gotten both.
Okay.
at least it would have been a closer decision.
It would have been, it would have been a consideration where it wasn't a consideration at all.
And see, that's the thing about this whole being a money grab thing, because in the very, very, very short term, it may have netted them more revenue per box, but in the long run, even in the midterm, I would think that they would have sold a lot more of them and increased their continuing revenue stream down the line. So I don't know if they had loans to pay off or what, but it seems like they kind of hobbled themselves a little bit in their market share even.
Right.
So it's funny. Kotaku has a great article about the internet reacting to this.
Oh, is that the one about the gaming company?
Oh no, we're getting to that.
Okay.
Harmonix is not really happy with this, by the way. Harmonix is really not happy. Harmonix, we'll start with there. Harmonix tweeted, two guys from Harmonix tweeted. First one said, "Oh, that's good." The other one was like, "Oh, great." You know, because they do Dance Central, they do Rock Band. And Rock Band wasn't really Connect centric, but Dance Central was, and their new IP that were coming out is a Connect focused game. So the Connect, there's developers out there that develop Connect games for a living, and they kind of feel jacked about this, and I kind of understand
Well, it's not that it won't be available. I mean, you know.
Right.
Yeah, but
Right. But the funny part is, then when I guess when Joystick or whoever contacted them, the spokesperson, they offered up the following official statement on Microsoft Move. As avid gamers, we're excited for fans to have more choices out there. As game makers, this platform change doesn't affect our strategy. It reinforces that we must continue to focus on building innovative, compelling, and well-designed motion experiences to motivate consumers to buy our games.
Right, right. But you know,
Blah, blah.
well, no, yeah, but for them, you think about it. If you're in a business and you make the decision, good or not, that your business plan is going to be based on this new platform, and the Kinect is going to be a big part of it, and Microsoft's, yeah, oh yeah, the Kinect is going to be, you're going to have the Kinect to have one of these. So it's a platform. You start investing all this time and money, and you find out, oh, by the way, from now on, only about a tenth of the people are going to buy a Kinect with their consoles.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The Harmonix is going to start appealing to the kids, and the kids are going to say, "Hey, Daddy, I want to play that Kinect game," and then there we go.
People have a hard time saying no, won't they?
Yep.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if we are going to see an absolute flood of Kinects hitting eBay as this thing rolls out. Because if I don't need my Kinect connected, I could turn around and get $70 for it on eBay.
Yeah,
and if you don't ever use it, why keep it?
Because when they asked them, and I don't know, I don't think they're paired with like serial numbers or anything.
No.
I think one of the things they asked was, what's the price point going to be on the Kinect? Because it's going to come out shortly after a standalone Kinect, and they're like, $100 probably isn't it. It's probably a little bit more than that. And but they asked the question, well, would it be a Kinect paired with a game? And he says, yeah, probably something more along those lines. You're probably thinking the right way.
Sure.
Which that makes complete sense, right? I just love to see things that make sense come out of Microsoft all of a sudden. I really,
but it won't. It'll be another artificially bumped bundle. You know, it'll be, rather than having a $100 Kinect and a $30 game, you're gonna get the bundle for like $160.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a game in there that's not really worth $60, and they're gonna call it a bundle.
You get Titanfall. That's a Kinect game.
That'd be worth it, but they're gonna give you like Animal Zoo or whatever, and or Balloon Tycoon or something, and call it a full game.
So I don't know. I had on my lunch break today. I went to Twitter and started looking at the hashtag. I think it was Xbox One or Xbone. And you know what pisses me off the most? The internet makes me mad. Is everybody in the world hated the fact that you had to buy a Kinect, right? I hardly saw one person go, "Oh, I'm glad they're putting the Kinect in there and it's required and everybody wants it," right? Now the internet's like, "Oh, I can't believe they're taking away the Kinect." That's
yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
are you freaking kidding me?
I got in a flame war on one of the FARC message boards today with somebody who talked about what a visionary Matrick was, and about how he wanted to make the Xbox One a really great thing, but the internet wouldn't let him, and all of these grown-up man children with no perspective and all this. And I thought, I got perspective for days.
For days.
I have seen the gradual screwing of the gamer base for decades, and they just keep ratcheting down and ratcheting down and ratcheting down, and I think that we posed a lot of good questions. Everybody did, leading up to this, that they really didn't have a strategy plan, that it was a money grab, that it was artificially controlled, and now we're seeing the result of that. Their market share is tanking, and now they're taking all the straps off to try and let the thing loose again.
But that's not true. The thing that I think is interesting is
what's not
their
true?
market share is fine. They've almost sold 6 million units, so it's not bad.
Yeah, but it's what half Sony's sold.
No, I don't think Sony sold that many. Not 12 million. Like 4 or 5 million more. It's a lot more. But I don't think they've sold that many.
Yeah, it's like 40 or 50% more.
Yeah.
I mean, I would call that a relative tanking. When they came out a week apart or 2 weeks apart, I mean, they should be nearly identical.
Well.
Yeah, they should be.
They should. You're right. You're right. So some of the interesting things that came up with Twitter and Kotaku caught most of the ones I saw.
But just backed off.
What's that?
All right.
I'm not gonna say. I can sit here and look it up. You want to look it up? We can look it up.
I'll look it up. You go.
Okay. We got a session. We got to think for that.
April 17th, 7 million.
Sony?
Yeah.
So it's 2 million different. So it's really not that much.
Well, that was April 17th.
Right, it was a month difference, I think, in launch, right? A month, full month.
Yeah,
And
at that time.
it's a lot of money. So,
That's odd.
what is? So what is?
Because
Go ahead.
how was it? Because they sold 7 million,
Yeah.
but they sold 20 million Second Son games. Someone help me out with that.
People like to have copies for the road, and that doesn't make sense, does it?
Infamous Second Son with 20.5 million games sold as of April 13th.
Maybe this was a 7 million this last quarter, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Oh, let me keep reading, man. Good lord.
Because I thought the numbers, maybe the numbers are askew, but they were behind, and they had a dominating lead coming into this generation, right? They were at the end of the generation. PS3 started to catch up, but I'll agree with that. They should have been in a lot better space. So some of the interesting things, so what do you think is going to be the outcome of this? I mean, because there's got to be some repercussions by losing a whole peripheral that you based a lot of your UI on for the control of your system.
Well, but I think that just goes to show that it was never really integral to the functioning of the system anyway, which further reinforces the idea that it really, it was a marketing thing primarily. I mean, yes, you can control the box with the Kinect. It's certainly not required, and it's not as integral as they made you think up front.
Right, but isn't the UI is like made for Kinect?
No.
Oh,
I've never even used it. I've never even used the Kinect for navigation.
I use it exclusively. Almost. I use the voice commands a lot. I use it a lot, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah,
So,
and the voice commands are fine, but the way the camera was screwing up my logins, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that got better, but yeah, I think that's one of the big issues. One of the people, you hear, of course, people are making, the 180's complete now. And I said, well, they actually made a 360. And somebody said, silly, they made 360s. So he said 3 times 360, 1080. So they finally got the full HD. And then somebody's like, yes, fight for my love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I guess they had estimated the sales per month for this Extreme Mac MTech. The estimation was Xbox sales since 2014. They sell 600,000 a month versus 1.1 million PS4s.
Okay, so it's about double. That's close enough. Well done, Rob. I will question you more recently. It's not gonna make me back off. Don't worry.
No, that's good.
But there is one more piece of good news, Rob.
What's that?
Games with Gold is finally coming to PS4.
Isn't that so exciting?
Wait, what?
Games with Gold
Yeah.
is finally coming to Xbox One. Jeez, I say
Oh,
PS4.
okay. Okay.
Well done with it. So next month we're gonna get Max: The Curse of the Brotherhood and Halo: Spartan Assault for PS4.
How you feel
Xbox
about-
One. See, I'm so used to not having it.
It sounds like a little slip of the tongue there. Do you
It's
wish
Freud
you
is here.
morph into a PS4?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is where Jason accidentally mentions that he dropped his Xbox One and bought a PS4.
I did not. But
by the way, Rob.
we're finally getting some free games now, though they've changed it up a little bit. On the Xbox One, these games are there. It works like PS Plus does. You can have the game for as long as you have your gold account. You deactivate your gold account, you lose the game. So yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
And then on 360, since it is the anniversary of games with gold, you're gonna get 3 games. You're gonna get Dark Souls, Charlie Murder, and Super Street Fighter 4, the arcade edition. So finally, this, and we could talk a little bit more about this later on in the spotlight. But this to me kind of goes, we need to put ourselves on equal footing with Sony because we are getting killed because everybody loves what they're doing. That's pretty obvious to me, right? Do you guys too?
Yeah, but I think their offerings still don't match up. I think you're getting games people recognize on the PlayStation.
Why is it?
And let me say that was Rob that just said that, not JJ.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No,
Why is it so hard for them to give good offerings? I mean,
I think it's
Are they
because
just want to hold back or
well,
what?
I think what it is, I think because they're actually giving the games away, I guess,
Yep.
where versus Sony's leasing or renting, whatever you want to call it.
I
That's
think.
apparently the model that Microsoft's turning to too, though. So
Well, I think with the PS1 thing, or
Oh, wait a
jeez,
minute. So if you get rid of gold and you have those games, you lose them?
on Xbox One.
yes.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, wow.
So Halo Spartan Assault is their Halo top-down shooter. I don't know Max Curse of the Brotherhood, but I'm not sure what that game is. I didn't play it. But I would not be surprised to see in July Forza or Rise be one of those games. Probably Rise.
I would say Rise, if any.
And part of the other deal is they're starting just like PS Plus. They're starting a special deals only for gold members.
Now, see, this is something that they've promised since day one of Xbox Live.
Yeah.
You know, special deals and offers and all this, and so we'll see.
It's finally supposedly happening, so we'll see. Hopefully, because I would tell you right now, the PS Plus experience has been really good. I know JJ, Renee, you guys freaking love it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think we all wish and hope Xbox is right there along with them. Cause
Yeah. I don't wish ill on Xbox One
Oh, no.
users
not
at all. I hope you all get all that you should get out of your system.
what do you mean?
From
You,
Microsoft.
so more to come. I mean, they said there's more news to be coming on all this. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
We did get this week. We got Dust and Elysian Tale on 360 for games with gold.
Oh, nice.
I had not tried that before. That's actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's a great side scroller
Yeah.
hack and slash game.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. And then also today, a lot of people didn't know this was coming, but Diablo brought out patch 2.05. It hit today.
Kind of out of
And
nowhere, right?
Out of nowhere, and there are some. If you've been playing a Crusader and you've been kind of meh about it, the word on the street is you might want to go check it out because they buffed the Crusader, upped his damage. They also reduced the amount of damage that he takes in now. It used to be 15%. Now it's reduced by 30% now, along with the Barbarian and the Monk. So he's official tanking class now, and they got rid of some of the things that people complained about. And then also, they buffed legendary drops in Torment. So you're gonna get some crazy drops in Torment. And Kadala, the one that sells the blood shards,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She sells Torment level sets now.
About
So-
time.
So that
Why
was
are you
one of
looking at Godala?
Yeah.
That's
So-
what. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
they
funny.
also, one of the buffs that is a joke was that every time you were doing bounties and stuff, as soon as you log in, Tyrael goes, "My stomach feels strange," and he's like, and the guru's like, "Did you forget to eat again?" He's like, "No, I decided that I'll eat all the food
At
Yeah.
one meal or something
in
like
one
that.
meal, and I ate it until I couldn't take another bite." You know, and you kind of like, really, dude?
But every time, or
But it was
even,
like-
yeah.
It was all the time. It was like it was multiple times
Every
a
time you
minute.
went back to the town, you
Isn't
would hear
that
this.
A trope, right? The guardian angel that has been watching humanity for millions of years doesn't know how people work.
He
Right.
he doesn't know about the multiple meals a day thing. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
funny part is, the funny part is Scott Johnson from Frog Pants from Extra Life. He put up a cartoon today, and it's a crusader talking to Tyrael, and it's like, "I thought they fixed you so that you wouldn't talk about being mortal again." And then Tyrael says, "But how does a penis work?"
Penis goes where?
So
Oh, yeah.
so yeah.
That's fantastic.
So go check it out. I mean, they did a lot of great stuff. If
Yeah, you know, I started playing that Crusader class. I kind of liked it, but you're right. It felt a little bit underpowered for what it was supposed to be. So I can't wait. I'll probably be cranking that out here soon. So let's do something for the people here. Don't buy a Wii U. That's my first piece of advice, and here's why. They did. Who's they? Iwata, who is the Satoru Iwata, who's the chief of Nintendo, did a Q&A for their fiscal term, and they did it for their shareholders. And they asked basically about the people asked, when are you going to launch your next generation console? And he says, well, I can't talk about it in more detail, but we're not at a dead end, and we have plenty of ideas on new hardware. We kind of want to make sure people are satisfied with this generation, but we do have a clear idea of where we're going next. Which tells me we're going to scrap the Wii U and something better is coming soon. Right? Is that what it
That's kind of what it sounds like. I mean, the interview is a little bit wordy. I'd encourage people to go read it out at Nintendo's website. But yeah, that's the way it makes it sound.
Yeah, to me, it was not a ringing endorsement for continuing to push new things into the Wii U at all.
Right.
They're getting good at missing it on generations. That's for sure.
just get a 3DS.
Yeah, exactly.
If that, I mean, even some of the Game Boys are becoming a little bit obsolete.
Yeah.
They're still good, but I don't know.
I know what you're saying. So I know what you're saying. I agree.
So next thing is that Rockstar came out and said today that they will have a game come out for this generation this fiscal year. What game is it going to be? Wild speculation time. Go.
You said Rockstar?
Rockstar.
It's going to be Grand Theft Auto. What's his last one that came out?
5.
It's going to be Extreme Edition. It's going to be made for the Xbox One and the PS4.
Boom.
Boom.
Player edition. I like it. Rob, what's it going to be?
Red Dead 2.
Oh, that's my guess.
Took it.
All three of us, please.
It's got to be Red Dead 2.
I think it's gonna be Red Dead.
That's why I went with Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was thinking Red Dead myself, but I said, you know what?
Well, I think it's because I want it to be that. More horse, please.
I was saying 2 words. Horses.
Yeah.
Horses. It's worth saying twice.
Well, I have to say though, I mean, let's think about that for a second. I mean, because the group that did Red Dead Redemption actually went out of business. Right?
Yeah, they closed them up.
They closed them up.
I know, but can I just hope? Stop killing my dream.
You know why I'm
They didn't close up.
Nice.
They were ridden out of town by the posse.
Well,
exactly.
Kind of
And you know why I'm pooping on your dream? It's because they refused.
I didn't even say that, but okay.
Well,
If you know what I mean.
because they refused to bring Red Dead Redemption to the damn PC. If they brought it to the PC,
That would be great.
I would buy it again.
Yeah.
That game is ripe for modding too. I mean, it would have been like Fallout in the freaking.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, come on. See, now you're making me sad.
You know what it needed more of? It needed more stagecoach fights.
No.
Like stagecoach jousting and stuff like
No.
that.
Needed boy. Hey, I need some help over here.
Like,
Go to hell.
please.
All right.
I'd like to stop, but I
that so
can't.
fast.
You're like, Mitch, please.
So the most likely thing is GTA 5 for the next generation, and the thing we all and everybody in the world wants, which is, by the way, this game is going on the list with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Half-Life 3, and next Halo, Red Dead 2. It's going on the list of, we're gonna get something in E3 finally for it. No, we're not. We're just
That, and can we put Firefly coming back?
yeah.
This is okay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Those rumors are squashed now because Castle got renewed again for next year.
Well, also, can we put Almost Human on there now? Damn it.
The whining about. Did you like that show? Real
Yes, man. It was awesome.
quick. I never watched it.
Yeah, dude. It was Fox and Sci-Fi. Somebody told me. They said, "When you gonna stop? When you gonna stop?" Was that you that told me that?
That was me. Said,
Okay.
use that sci-fi show on Fox. Don't bother. It's like I can't believe freaking Sleepy Hollow is going for a second season. That's a great show. I like that show a lot, and that got picked up. So, they had to make room for Gotham, which is Kid Batman. So,
Which under the public service thing, I was also going to mention that last week we talked about Battlefront being available or on sale at Steam, and they are shutting down the online services, including the ones for Battlefront 2, on June 30th.
You're shitting me.
no,
No,
it's
no, no.
Okay. All right. So that's 3 curse words. I need to stop.
GameSpy is shutting down. Right, they went bankrupt.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yep.
and
GameSpy is out.
Yeah,
Did you guys look at what I bought last week after I said I wasn't going to buy it?
Yep.
I
Oh,
bought
Oh,
it.
did you buy it? Oh,
Yes,
shit.
I bought it.
Ah, that's too bad.
you
Sorry,
wonder why it was all on sale.
Well, but that's yeah.
That's
So-
like the 4th game that I bought on the Steam sale. That the
Yeah.
online services got shut down after I
Yep.
bought them.
We got to
So-
start watching for that. I wonder if you mention that to Steam if they get, because they don't necessarily know that's going to happen, right?
It was $3. Oh, well,
Yay.
maybe I will actually,
Just
So
to see
yeah,
what they
just
say.
for principle.
I may do that just to see what they say.
In that mess, EA is shutting down 50 games because they were trying. They made some attempt to keep them online, and they weren't able to do it.
Right.
I know the community that's still around that plays Halo Combat Evolved on PC. Bungie is actually putting together servers for them to play on,
Are they? Nice.
which is pretty awesome for Bungie to do something like that. So, but there's like 50 games, like Battlefield 1942, all
Crisis
kinds.
2.
Yeah, all kinds of games people still play online together. It's just going away because the servers are being basically sold to the highest bidder. So
Oh, it's not. It's May 31st.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
No, it says June 30th.
No, I'm looking at Steam's page. It says, as of May 31st, 2014, online functionality, including network multiplayer and wireless chat, will no longer be available for this title. We regret any disappointment as a result of the shutdown of the services supporting these online features. That's
I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that
that's what Steam...
when we bought it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't there when we bought it, man.
Nice.
Nice job. Speaking of EA
Can we
and
get that-
people.
Okay, go ahead. I'm fine.
I am disappointed.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So right before that was announced, a whole bunch of people at EA sold off all their stock. And
Really?
oh yeah, it hit a 5-year high, and the executive vice president of EA Games and their general counsel dumped their stocks after the company's share traded at about $34.50, and the other one's $33.40, whatever they got at. The EVP sold his shares. He had 36,133 shares at $35 a piece. And then the other one had 7,771 shares at $33 a piece.
Chief Operating Officer Peter Moore sold nearly half, 100,000 of the shares he owned.
Peter Moore made $3.5 million selling those shares.
No, he made 3.58 billion. No, sorry, that I was reading the same number, different.
No.
No, that was their net revenue. Revealed a 5.79% decrease in net revenue year over year.
Yep. So I don't know what they got. Those are options, right? You get them at a certain price, you sell them at a certain price, you get the difference, and you pay taxes on it and stuff. But still, kind of telling when they're going, this must be the high point. Boom, and I'm out. So makes everybody feel real good. So there you go, EA. Thanks again. We're
right.
gonna get to you here in a minute as well.
Hey,
So yeah.
I just found out through Steam community there's a workaround to get online player to work for Battlefront 2 because Game Ranger is going to host the services, even though GameSpot
nice.
will not.
Oh, nice.
So there's some changes that you'll have to do, and Jason will put those in the show notes.
I will.
It's in the chat.
Yep, I saw it. Thank you.
Whew.
That was
I feel
close.
better now.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad we told everybody to buy this game. We'll play with them, and then it almost went away. So we'll tell you some other stuff we'll buy and not play with you. Hold on.
The list.
So for all you Ouya owners out there, Duck Game is coming out.
Man, is it still around?
The Ouya? I don't know.
I wonder how many units they sold.
Doesn't matter. They're like $38 a piece. It's fine.
Really?
It's like
Duck-
buying
Are they 30, Nate?
No, they're $100 still. I
Oh,
think. No.
They're holding on.
don't.
If they were
don't
38,
do
I'd
that,
probably
man.
buy one. Yeah. No.
It's called
Uh,
Duck Game?
Duck
It's
Game.
like Duck Hunt. It's like off-brand Duck Hunt.
I don't. You know what? I just saw the title. I'm like, I'm not gonna even research what the hell this
Says
is. I don't
tons
care.
of weapons, more than 50 different arenas, infinite replayability. Boy, I've heard that before.
Yep. Only you have to buy. In that game. You have to buy mallard skins. To be able to pay for stuff in game. Mallard.
Right.
Borderlands 2 is
I
out
thought
for
they just would have used bills.
Hey. Hold on. I got something for that. Damn it.
It loses something when you got to fumble for it.
So I have to ask.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I saved you, babe, on that one.
Save me.
Here's a piece of trivia. What's the #1 game on Ouya right now?
Tetris.
I'm going to go with Duck Game.
Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad.
Yep. And then who wants to guess #2? You'll never get this one.
I'll never guess.
Solitaire.
Burger
No.
Time.
Baby making.
XBMC, which isn't a game. So people are using their Ouyas as a media center now.
Huh.
You know what the theme song for Duck Game is, right? It goes, Duck Game.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the only podcast ever that has the DuckTales theme as a running gag.
Did you know that Square Enix actually developed a game for the
Did we?
Ouya?
Was it one of the
It was
What?
Final Fantasy 3.
was it one of the Final Fantasy remakes?
But you know what they did? They just brought it over from the Android store.
Oh, that
Nice.
It was no risk. They're like, hey, we'll just bring it over here.
Borderlands 2 is out for the Vita, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised Jay didn't put any money aside to make this one of his first purchases.
Oh, I have the money aside. I'm just waiting on some other folks to say they got it before I pick it up.
Well, it's only a 2-player thing anyway.
I know.
I see. I see you looking at me. It's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm pretty sure Bronco's going to tweet me and let me know that he's got it. So.
Oh, nice. Bronco, let him know.
Because the game is better.
Because
with
Jason
two
doesn't want to
people.
buy it right now. He's trying to figure out how to get rid of his Connect.
I'm gonna sell it.
$10.
I'm gonna put it out in front with a sign on it that says "Connect $10" or best offer."
No, $100.
Soul Sacrifice Delta comes out for the Vita. I'm in the middle of playing Soul Sacrifice. I know what this Delta is about, but Soul Sacrifice is a pretty cool game. Serious Sam 3 BFE, which I think stands for
Best friends forever.
there you go, best friends Eva.
Forever.
For the Xbox One and Xbox 360, Super Time Force. Rob, you ever hear of Super Time Force?
I have not.
Me either, so I have no idea what this is. And then the Moon Chronicles comes out for the 3DS. The Moon Chronicles. I think it's about hanging your
Loose ass cheeks.
out of a bus. I think.
I tried to save you. I tried to save you from that earlier.
I think he has made the commitment to use it at least once per episode.
Absolutely.
No. I was thinking to myself just now that maybe I'm using it too much.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to actually record
You got to.
one night, and then I'm going to have my stuff hooked up.
Yep.
And Renee, I am in
It's gonna
no
be
way picking on you.
And it's gonna be from the before and after show when he talks about cornbread.
We are not having a Donald Sterling moment on this show. Stop it. Speaking of things that disappoint us, lowered expectations.
So, EA has stooped to their lowest in regards to The Simpsons Tapped Out.
That's pretty freaking low, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking low. Like, as many of you all know, Jay and I enjoy The Simpsons Tapped Out game. It's a freemium game. We have long since stopped spending real money on donuts. We're just enjoying the free stuff that we get through events and things. And generally, we've been able to get everything, playing at a steady pace.
Me playing once a day, and Renee plays twice.
I play, about twice a day.
Yeah, I play once a day.
Well, here comes their Easter event. This is an event so terribly constructed that there is no possible way you can get everything for free. And this is the base money grab of them all. It's like people will pay because they're lazy, but no, they want people to pay just because you aren't able to get everything this time around. You have to get Easter eggs. You're either a pink Easter egg getter or a blue Easter egg getter, and you can get things with these two different color Easter eggs. You can trade eggs with your friends to kind of get to the other, but you trade 100 eggs to get 50 eggs, so of course it's not a fair trade. And then there is the special Easter eggs, the golden Easter eggs, that you can only get by trading in your blue or pink eggs. But guess what? All this stuff, freaking random. You trade in 500 eggs of a color, and they give you something awesome, or most of the time they give you like Easter fences or a beach chair, or something stupid. So, no one really liked this event.
No.
And I do, and this thread kind of displays the math in the notes, and it's a little ridiculous. And I know you were saying to me earlier about how much it would cost.
Yeah, so basically you would need 40,500 eggs to get everything. That's to open up 81 boxes to get everything, and that's to going against RNG, the random generator. And if you were to just to go out and say, okay, well, I'll just go buy everything, it's going to cost you $54 to get everything.
For a freemium game, for just one event, not counting all the other stuff you spent.
Right, and as I read this article, and by the way, it's a freaking long article.
Yeah, it's a long article. I didn't intend for you.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's a good article. He goes out, he does all the math. He tells you there's no way without paying for stuff. There's no way to beat it. You can't get everything. Can't.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because you can the best way to get eggs is to go to your friends' houses. Well, you can only do that once every 24 hours. And who is on it every 24 hours to do it? My 24 hours would slide into 36, 40 hours sometimes, into the next day. And I guess if somebody is on it and every 24 hours they're visiting their friends, I guess they could get it. But this is not for people with jobs or kids or any other thing else. So no one I know really enjoyed this event. People just stopped playing in the middle of the event, and I can tell because I couldn't click on anything in their towns, but yet they had the Easter stuff. So
yeah,
people just stopped playing.
I was about 3 or 4 weeks in. I was like, I'm not trying for anything. If I get a box, I get a box. If I don't, screw it.
And the weird. And in classic EA fashion, they even acknowledged this within the dialogue of the quests for Easter. They were like, yeah, so basically Homer and Lisa were making fun of people who were playing, which is a little crazy. So, I don't know, I was disappointed in EA because people will buy their donuts. And, people will, but I don't know, I just didn't like how this particular event was done, and I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It is EA, so way to prove Rob right again, EA.
So I had one other that slipped in here because we talked about this on last show about the Eve Monument that was stood up. You guys remember that Eve Monument?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it comes out a few days later. It got it got vandalized,
Yeah, I heard
and
about
not
that.
and not only did it get vandalized just by some regular Joe Blows, there were actually players of Eve, and since have been they're on a 6 month ban
Well,
from
one of
Eve.
them's on 6 months. One of them is on a permanent, right?
Oh
Really?
yeah, that is right.
I think
What?
one of them got 6 months. The other two, I think it was, got
No
permaban.
three perma ban, and only one got 6 months.
Okay. Yep.
Wow. So
So, what did they give any reason and why they vandalized it?
Because reasons.
I know I was like, really, Jason?
I mean, yeah. There's no. I mean, it's griefing on the next level, right? All I can guess is that the Eve Online universe will be better for not having these dickbags out there playing at the same time.
I agree. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is a really nice piece of art. I mean, it's not even just like some dumb looking thing. It is really awesome. Those guys
Yeah.
spent a lot of money and time on it.
Oh, you know how they found out who did it?
Tell me they carved their names in it.
No. Someone bragged about it on Twitter.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh, well done.
yes, that's pretty close to carving your name on it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's even worse because at least that's trackable.
Right.
Unbelievable. People sometimes. I tell you what, man. Come on, man. Right? Okay. Real quick. Wait. I don't even know where I am right now. There it is.
Good spotlight.
We gotta do some recording sessions. Get some new bumpers with Mr. The Valentines. I need some baby crying sounds here in a couple months.
Hmm.
That'd be
I'm
good.
sure they'll supply plenty of those.
Don't wait. You could be woken up in the middle of the night,
Mhm.
punched in the chest by your son telling you he wet the bed this morning.
Oh,
He
it
hit me
sounds
so
like
hard. He's
from
like,
personal
"Yeah," and I'm like,
experience.
what's that?
Why would he punch you in the chest to say this? You think you'd be more,
I don't think he
Daddy?
was really awake what was going on, and
Yeah, he was trying. Yeah.
he said he came up and I was like, he hit me just right and I was like dead asleep and woke me up. So, no, it's all good though. So here I want to start this discussion off a little bit. We've got with the moves Microsoft made, I think they put themselves on a level playing field with Sony. And there's some other things going on right now in the industry. Nintendo is kind of a mess. Not just kind of, they're a pretty big mess, at least on the console side. And Sony, if you guys haven't seen the news, they're doing good on the PlayStation division, but everything else is not going so well for them. Their senior management is about to take a very large pay cut, which is generally symbolic, right? I mean, those guys make a lot of money, but to the they still aren't cutting into the revenue, right? They're just it's a revenue issue. It's not a paying out. It's a bringing money in. So what do we think things are going? I mean, I want to hear speculation. I want to hear what we think's going to happen. E3 is right around the corner. Could be some big announcements there. I haven't heard any rumors at all. If you guys heard some rumors on E3,
I think
I think we're going.
I think that we're probably either in or just before a period of in a financial market you would call it contraction, which is sort of the dead wood falling off, and stuff that's not really thriving gets trimmed back. CEOs are going to take some pay cuts. Maybe some big titles get delayed. I think that there was a lot of I guess I would call it expansion. There was a lot of there were a lot more ventures into the free to play market and just the stuff we call money grab stuff, rightly so. And I think that a lot of that is not paying off as a long term strategy, and I think people are growing weary of it pretty quickly. So I think a lot of that stuff's going to fall off. So I think we're probably in for fewer games being released. But overall, I think we'll come out the other side a little stronger.
I think what's going to happen over this Christmas. I think Xbox is trying to poise themselves to make a run, to basically be even up with Sony.
I don't think they can.
Oh,
I think that they started off at a deficit. I think they rode it into the ground further than they should have, and they're going to spend the rest of their time trying to catch up. But unless Sony fails miserably, or Microsoft starts throwing free games out every month, and I mean good free games, I don't know that they can make the ground back. I mean, they can certainly stop hemorrhaging, and they can maintain pace, but they're never going to catch up to where Sony is.
I kind of agree with. I mean, I agree with Rob. I don't think Microsoft's gonna be able to catch up. I mean, I just think there's too big of a lead right now. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I mean, if anything, I mean they may get closer, but I don't think that they're gonna surpass Sony in sales.
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't surpass them, I mean, they won't stop trying to be in the gaming industry. They'll also come out with another console on the next gen. So.
Yeah, I don't think Microsoft's going to sit on their laurels and just be like, oh well, Sony won this one. I mean,
no, I don't.
They're going to do what they can. I'm pretty sure. At least I hope they do.
Yeah, and I mean it'll remain the number 2 console, and until the next generation, I think. But I don't think they have a prayer of becoming the number 1 console.
I think E3 is really important. I think we need to see some surprises from both Sony and Microsoft. I think
are those surprises
Sony's been doing pretty good. What's that?
So are those surprises from Sony or Microsoft, or are those surprises from the software developers?
Well, it's as Microsoft says, it's really all about the games.
Yeah.
Right. So
it is now.
Yeah, it is now. Now that everything else is kind of normalized out. So it's all about the games. So if it's about the games, it's about exclusive games. I still think we're getting Halo by the end of the year. I think Halo 5, is it 5?
Yeah, it's hard to know, but yeah, basically.
Would be a big thing for them to have drop.
Or they're going to call it Halo 1.
Or just Halo. Halo the Return.
I think Halo 1, just keeping with the whole Xbox One thing. But
that would be horrible.
It would be, but I could see them doing it.
Well, I think they should try to rechange. They should change the name of the Xbox One. Just change it all of a sudden.
Reboot the whole series and add a lot more lens flare.
Just call it Xbox.
Just call it Xbox. And you're right, more lens flare and wipes. And wipe transitions.
Star wipe.
Star wipes. I truly think they are abandoning a ship on the Wii U.
It does sound that way, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they need to concentrate on where, they make their money, and we all know where that is.
But not to depart again here, but why didn't they ever do anything more with the whole Game Boy connecting to the console thing? I don't know if any of you guys tried that back in the GameCube, but it was fantastic. You could actually use your on some games you could use your Game Boy Advance as a controller, so you had your own inventory screen and everything for multiplayer games. And
that's what the Wii U is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, but it's a separate controller, right?
Yeah.
And can you even buy those yet in these states? Can you buy extra controllers like that? I know for a long time the only way you could get one of those controllers was with the Wii U itself. So every move they've made has been wrong. They have, especially when the GameCube and Nintendo 64 were around, if they had any type of vision, they would be where Sony and PlayStation and Microsoft are right now.
Oh yeah.
You talk about now the Vita, right? They've got with the Vita you can go and do remote play, right? And that's basically what they were on the cusp of with their either 3DS or Game Boy and their systems, and they blew it there too. So
you cannot buy that by itself.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, they still haven't released it. You can't just go buy one to have two of those controllers. I don't think any of their games or the console can handle it.
They must just be eating it on the cost of that thing is why.
Yeah, they really blew it. What's that?
I'm in shock. I don't know why I'm in shock. You know, maybe I shouldn't be.
I mean, this is Sega Saturn all over again, right? I mean, this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, it is.
Well, it is though. I mean,
It is,
the
it
Genesis
is.
was good, and then they just freaking crapped themselves with this. So I really think you're going to see Nintendo make a big last effort to try to upgrade themselves into the next generation. I think their mistake was not thinking that they could sell a console for $350. Right? If they would have had a console that was more powerful, more developer friendly, and less towards the kid crowd, right? Because games are in the 25 to 45 demographic. Right in our wheelhouse are the people who are paying for games, right? We're either paying for them for ourselves or paying for them for our kids. And most of us play if we buy them for our kids too. I just think just being able to play Mario themed and Donkey Kong themed games isn't enough to bring us to the table anymore. So they've got to do something else. So yeah, I think it's going to be a real interesting E3, or very disappointing, right? It could be one of two things. It could be freaking awesome or freaking nothing. So you think we're going to lose one of the consoles?
Not yet. I mean, you're never. I mean, they're never just going to go away. I mean, they'll keep selling as long as somebody will keep buying. But
Will Amazon, Fire, or any of those other type of services take any significant market share from any of these guys?
No.
I think it's too radical a departure from the existing established. The way that stuff works right now. It's too far a departure.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right with that. And so, all right, guys, any more thoughts on this? We're hitting the post at about an hour, which I think is a good time. So, Herr Rob, if you'll do the honors.
Intro music for Gaming After Dark's by Sanj La Riviere. Outro music's by Nick Sleeper, Kugo the Mighty. Check out his Last Stand radio channel on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at Game After Dark or email the show at gamingafterdark.com. Where can they find the Valentines?
They can find us on Monday nights at valentinecast.com. They can see the live show at valentinecastlive.com, and they can also join our IRC and chat room. And then you can also catch those shows live streaming at Alpha Geek Radio.
Excellent. Folks, hopefully you hear this week. We've been having some problems with the stream lately. We're going to rectify those hopefully this evening. Pod being away, I think, is where we're going to end up with this. If not, it's good having you guys around this week. Next week we should be good to go for Tuesday, so have a glorious week, everyone.
See y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And we're out. Goodbye, Intertubes.